What's up, everybody? How you doing? We are back in the captain's seat. It got down a little bit later. It was a little bit busier than I thought. Plus, I had to take a little bit of time to watch The Walking Dead. You know how that is. And Walking Dead was intense, but for those of y'all who ain't quite seen it yet because of your time zones or whatever, try do my best to avoid any spoilers or anything. But I will say this, whatever those guys are getting paid for that show, they're not getting paid enough. They are truly not getting paid enough. Oh God, they're not getting paid enough. Oh. Paragon is a game I picked up. I actually left playing League of Legends to, play this. It's built on the Unreal Engine, and I think I consider it to be the second wave of next-gen MOBAs that are coming out, more in line with Smite and Heroes of the Storm, who put a fresh look and a fresh angle on how you look at the entire genre. Panda Fusker, how you doing, my man? How you doing? Hope you're having a great morning. Hope everything's going all right for you. I sat there and figured we'd start off with some Paragon today. I've been talking about it. I was playing it before I actually got into Fractured Space, and I've been sort of drifting away, and I kind of wanted to bring it back. Guys, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? And it looks like we got a little bit of a raid going on. If you want me to take my blouse off, it ain't gonna happen. None of y'all want to see that. There are horrors that should be kept within the closet, and me without my shirt is one of them. Last time my shirt came off the LG&E building, went up in flames. There was acid rain over the city for at least a week. The mayor of the city showed up at my house. Please, Rob, for the love of God, just put your shirt back on. Hoorah. Gentlemen, I appreciate the raid. How y'all doing? I hope all of y'all have a great morning. How's it going? How's it going? Like I said, we done had one of those interesting nights. More clown sightings. This was the two clown sightings that I had tonight while I was on deliveries was one little kid, and he freaked me out because he come running out of somebody's backyard at me, and I caught him. He didn't say anything, he just ran out the back. I'm walking up to go do the delivery, and I delivered the pizza. When I'm coming down the stairs, he just come running out of nowhere and jumped right at me, jumped in my arms, and I grabbed him and held him up like that, and I'm just like, that was stupid. Don't do that shit. I'm black. I'm armed. And I've watched way too many horror movies. The key point is I've watched way too many damn horror movies. But nah. And it was like, that freaked me out because little kid dressed as and he had had to have at least $50, $70 worth of makeup on. This wasn't no little kiddie makeup thing. This was a professional job done. The other one was dangerous, and fortunately the police was there. The dude came, he was on the stops, he was at the stop sign corner, and I've had problems with this happening at the corner again, and I'm sitting there, I seen him, and it kind of startled me because he had these white eyes, black paint, white, and I'm sitting there like, what the hell, this is a creepy looking clown. But I didn't think nothing of it, so I'm sitting there like, okay, we'll deal with it. It's creepy, but then all of a sudden I hear my car door open, and this jumped in my car. He sat in my car, looked over, and first he was standing there like standing straight ahead, then he just kind of looked over like this at me, and I right crossed him. Boom! He went flying back out against the window. I opened the car door, shoved him out, and then police just went whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God. And he sat there, he got up, and he tried to walk away, and the police tackled him. And it was like, if people are sitting there, and then it was like some woman came up to my car. She's like, "Sir, are you all right?" I'm like, "What the heck just happened?" And the police finally came up and talked to me. He's like, "Sir, are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude just hopped in my car." He's like, "He didn't pull a weapon or anything on you." I'm like, "Nah, he just sat in the car and then turned his head at me real fast." And it's like, it was freaky. I do believe it was a prank, to be honest with you. I don't think he was getting ready to carjack me or anything. There's a level of, listen, I am gonna hook me somebody with that chain. And I'm sitting there, and it's like, the thing is I am armed. And like I said, it freaked me out because I didn't see him actually approach the car. That's the thing that freaked me out, man. I'm sitting at I see him, he's looking at me, I'm like, oh, not this crap again. And it's like, it seems like these things keep happening. And then, like I said, then next thing you know, I hear the car, and he's sitting in the car staring ahead. And then he did that little quick horror movie head turn, and I'm just like, and I just reacted, man, and all I could do was pop him and shove him out my car. And it's like, I'm telling you now, this is the first nice car I've done had in a long time, and I ain't about to give up my car to no silliness. I didn't give my car up when someone tried to carjack me and stuff. He sat there, someone tried to carjack me a couple of months ago, and they pulled the knife on me. And you gotta understand, I'm not afraid of a knife. I've been gouged here, someone sliced me across when I was an officer. I sit there and I tried to clear out a parking lot. I just wanted the people to leave, and some woman walked up to me and just sliced at me. And fortunately, I had my vest on, but she sliced my tie. I looked at my tie floating, I looked at her, and then my partner just doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But it's crazy what people are doing. Oh gosh, yeah, he got rocked. He got rocked. It's a fairly good chance that he was unconscious by the... Oh, I should have had that. There's a good chance he was unconscious when he hit the ground, because like I said, I hit my toe and just shoved him on out. And then cops were just on him. And the fact of the matter, this is the second time that the police department was literally there. And it tells me that they were expecting trouble. And it's not getting any better. But like I said, it's been some crazy nights, and we are at the beginning of what I consider crazy season, because there's something about this time of year. We're about, 10 weeks away from Christmas, and it's the only reason I'm carrying right now, because last Christmas was insane. I got robbed twice, and I'm telling you, when I get robbed, when someone shows a gun in my face, they give you your money, they can have the money, the shirt, the little Pizza Hut topper on top of the car. They can have everything. I ain't dying over that. Now, if they ask me for my wallet, we may have to fight. But if they just looking for Pizza Hut money, oh, come on. They can have everything in the thing. It's getting crazy, man, and it's like, and the thing about it is it was weird at first. No one was quite comfortable with it, but now people are just getting tired of it, and there's several incidents of people fighting back, and one of these kids are gonna get hurt. Then that's the thing, that's the tragedy, and I feel bad because some poor kid today is just got a police record for jumping in my car, and it's the most insane thing in the world. And it's like, and I'm sitting there, and it's like, I asked the officer, can I talk to the young man that did it, to ask him what the hell he was thinking? They wouldn't let me talk, but the officer was really concerned if I was all right, though. They need to either increase the hitbox of this chain, because I'm generally real good at hooking people in these games. There we go. now we're in laning phase until we figure out what's going on. I can get one of them. There's the dodge. Ow! Just a little bit too far out. Yeah, you got to be dead on to it. And I like hooking folks. And one of my favorite things to do in practice space is hooking people. Blitzcrank in League of Legends. Oh. They know I'm trying. The thing is until I start ganking folks, I'm probably not going to get any good hooks because he kind of gives away that he's about to hook because it's like he raises his hand and it's the same thing as raising back like this and stuff. Oh god, yeah, he's funny. He is the funniest character because he is the only character in League of Legends that sends a cringe of even the most professional of players because they know at some point they're gonna get hooked. Oh, come on. Everybody's playing it safe this time around. I just need you playing it safe. Arrgh. We're just gonna keep reaching. I had to stop my wife. She almost got our house completely egged. DB4DC, how you doing tonight? Welcome back to the stream, man. She almost got our house egged. And she's like, I'm gonna give some healthy treats. I'm like, are you crazy? Are you mad, woman? You're just trying to get our house toilet papered and this shit. And it's like she done had carrots and cookies, and I'm like, listen, candy. They want candy. Freaking chocolate. Gotcha. Woo. And I'm like, so that was a, hold on. She said that in earshot of one of the kids, I'm relaxed and we'll have Snickers, guys. We're gonna have Snickers. We are all good. And he just kind of looked at me like that, no, and I like, don't make us come over here. And the thing is I've been on the receiving end of an egging a couple of years back and stuff. Some kids came over and I seen them. They were casing up the house and stuff, and I'm like, and I sounded like the typical old man, y'all better get out of my yard, and like that. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I was on Xbox Live and my partner Britt was like, Rob, if I was those kids, I would double back and I would catch your house just for general purpose. And all of a sudden, just as prophetic as that sounded, here we're getting ready to get ganked. It was one of those things where pat, 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 and you don't know how hard it is to get egg off the side of a hot house. I was pissed. And then worse, I sat there, I called my partner, he has a squad car. I'm like, it's time to scare these kids, to scare them straight. So what happened was I called them. Get in! Yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. It's time to head back to the house when we get ourselves killed. But so I called my partner. My partner comes over squad car and he's like, he's a kid, yeah, I got him. And he's like, you know, you damaged this man's property and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a good scare. My partner's like, man, you shouldn't have did that. Next thing you know, I seen like this army of kids coming around the corner and they all had toilet paper and eggs. They tore my house all to pieces. And I'm sitting there, all I could do is sit there like, and the only weapon I had to fight against them, I sit there and I'm like, Hannah, go get the Super Soakers. So me, Hannah, and Amelia load up with Super Soakers, and my wife is looking at this degenerate. Oh yeah, I used to be an officer in Nashville PD. I was a skip tracer for a while. I started off as a beat cop, and I hated giving tickets out. Well, actually, I started off as a security guard. We went to Tullahoma, trained as a prison guard. Went back to Tullahoma because I didn't like being in the prisons at all. I was like, screw this shit. We're gonna die in here. Right about that time, Nashville the sheriff's department lost its policing power, and because they became a for-profit agency, so they needed somebody to take over. At that time, I was already there in Tullahoma training for CAT team, so I decided to become a cop. And they put me, and we bounced around. A traffic cop, I didn't do well in traffic cop because like the first stop I made was my drill instructor from the Marine Corps. And I walk up to the car, and at the time, I'm supposed to write a ticket, and I tell my training officer, I can't do this, man. I'm not writing this ticket. He's like, get out there and write the ticket. I'm like, we're gonna give him a pass. He's like, who is it that's in the car? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, it's my old drill instructor for the Marine Corps. I'm not giving this man a ticket. So he walks up there, and I guess my training officer and my old drill instructor have this conversation, and I hear, tell Private Wiggins stop being a pussy and do his job. So I wrote him $100 damn ticket. Oh God, I almost had it. So I wrote that man $100 ticket, but had it waiting. I told him it was an error because I wasn't going to charge this man. And my training officer was like, listen, you got to get over this. My second ticket that I ever wrote, and it was a $25 ticket, the absolute minimum that I could give, was this kid. He'd been putting this car together. He found the car on the side of the road. Somebody said, you can do something with it. Do something with it. It's all yours. So he threw a car away. This kid been going to the junkyard and piecing this car together for weeks. The car didn't have no fenders, didn't have no hood, but it had one cherry-ass engine. He did his work on that engine. It had like 4 different size tires on it. This thing was horrible. He goes tearing up the damn interstate. So, oh crap, I'm gonna die. He goes tearing up the interstate in this thing. About 70 miles an hour. No muffler on the thing. So we pull him over. Whoop, 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 and he gets out the car and he's so excited. And he's like, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. But he's so excited. He's like, do you see that? I've got a 450 overhead and I did this. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, yeah. And my training officer is sitting there in the background like, there's no tags on this thing. There's no registration. We got to, I'm like, I'm not impounding this man's car. He goes, you gotta write him a ticket there. I'm like, dude, I gotta write you a ticket. So I wrote him a $25 ticket. My training officer looked at me like, you need another job. I'm like, yes, I do. And that's how I got into future recruitment. I did a couple of weeks of body runs. Body runs, I almost quit the force. When I had, what body runs is you basically sit with the ambulances and you're basically escorting bodies. That's just as gross as it sounds. Funny thing about bodies, when people pass and the body is in there, they don't just lay on the tourniquet. They fart, they move, they groan, and every so often want to sit up. And you got to remember, I'm a scary motherfucker, and I've seen one too many horror pictures. And I'm sitting in the back of the ambulance, and training officers telling me, and I hear, oh, like, what the hell is that? And he goes, don't worry, this happens. And I'm sitting there looking at him like, this is insane. And he's like, it's all right, man, I've done seen it. He's going through all this stuff. All of a sudden, and it's supposed to be a complete scrap, but we didn't have him completely scrapped in because we hadn't been done writing the report. And so this thing just sits right up. And I was done. I didn't realize we were moving because I come out the back of this ambulance moving in a dead fucking run. If you could imagine my big ass running, it was not even a joke. Oh, I thought he was going to move to the right. Trying to anticipate him now. I'm running. They literally had to send they sent the squad car that was trailing to spin and catch me because I didn't stop running. And they're like, Rob, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. I'm like, I'm not getting in the heck of that ambulance. It's like, it's okay. Oh, that was the joke for a while. So finally, it's like, final thing. You're going to put you in fugitive retrieval. And that's what's my home for a good long piece. I absolutely loved it. It's basic, and it's basically just general skip trace work. But but you were after people that nobody else was gonna go after. The hardened, the knucklehead, the violent ones. And in Tennessee, we have what's called you have to go on either the reservations and you got to deal with the Indians, which is not fun, or you got to deal with the hill people, which is especially not fun. Because there are some places that are still uncharted in that there are people that are just off the damn grid. And one of the pickups I did, we was after this young man, credit card fraud, beating his wife, you name it, he did it. He had a record a mile long. Worse, the last officers that tried to get him, they couldn't catch him in those trees, and he ended up throwing one of them into a ditch. Now when I say a ditch, this was like a 6-foot ditch. He didn't know if this was a fall off or what. Almost killed the man. Oh my God. So, we sit there and they sent us out. We sit there and we've been going up this hill and we had to physically walk this mountain. And we've been walking, it took us a whole afternoon, about 3 hours to get up this mountain. When we got up there, the pop is sitting on the stairwell. What can I do for you? And I'm sitting there like, well, we come for John, and I'm just gonna call him John. And I was like, we come for John. Let's just make this simple. Whatever he did, it's over. Oh God. This is not gonna end well. Oh God, this is not gonna end well. And he goes, well, I reckon, and he's sitting there deciding. He goes, John, you reckon you want to go with him? I'm sitting there and I'm in my duster and I got my jump rope and I'm looking at this guy. And I start noticing that these people are moving around. John comes out and you think that John is this little bitty guy? No, John, the pictures did no justice. The sizes were all wrong. Proportions were messed up. This was a giant man. A giant man. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, holy hell. And I'm like, I'm hoping this goes well because we have no way of getting this man in here if he doesn't want to go. He goes, I'll go with you. And it took 2 sets of cuffs to hold him because the one set of cuffs, he's been known to break cuffs. I don't know how he gets out of them, so we put 2 sets of cuffs on him. And we put the cuffs on him. We get ready to drag him down the hill another 3 hours and he kind of chuckles. And he's like, you can't go that way. And I'm looking and I'm like, excuse me? And we get prepared because we see all these people come out and this is family. And it's like, you can't go that way. He's like, why don't y'all just take the road back there? And I'm like, what road? And it's like, there's a road back there. We've been watching you the whole afternoon come up the mountain. So let me just put this in perspective for you. Let me put this in perspective for you. I'll check on the volume of the game. These people have been watching us for 3 hours come up the side of a mountain. They could have did anything and everything to us because there was a lot more of them than it was of us. And I was old school. I carried a revolver. I never carried an automatic. I hated automatics. I hated Glocks. I carried an old school. I was taught on a 44. Oh shit. We're out. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And so that's 6 shots, and I had like a couple of speed loaders. That's it. My partner carried a street sweeper in his Glock, and the 2 officers that was with us, they had a couple of Glocks and a couple of clips. That's it. that family was loaded for bear. And it was like, if they wanted to, things could have went sideways so many different kind of ways. One of the things when me and my partner met, I was always a straight lace. I'm an ex-Marine. So I've loved my uniform. I always kept it clean and kempt. My partner wore a t-shirt, saggy jeans, and his badge hanging off the edge of his belt loop. They thought we was gonna hate each other. We became best friends that night. We said, and we had to work our first assignment together. We had to work a place called Panorama Apartments. And to this day, I still say that Chief Perkins was seriously trying to get us killed, because Panorama Apartments in Tennessee is the worst projects at the time. And also during that time, we was at war with the Laotians. Basically, how you seeing Black Lives Matter and black people versus the police going on now, that's how it was with the Laotians. And then they set us in the worst hood. They put a like a little depot station up in there and gave us like 3 cars and a horse. A horse. These motherfuckers stole the horse. I don't even know how you steal a horse. They stole the horse, and then they threw the lights, the squad light. They took the squad lights off of the cars and threw them through the front windshield and said, we don't need no police to patrol our area. And I'm sitting there like, and this is where we had to patrol. Then he came up with the novel idea of not only are we going to we want to get to know the public, so we're gonna set you on foot patrol. I truly think the man was trying to get us killed. There's nothing you can tell me that will not convince me that this chief was trying to get us all killed. So we're sitting there, and this is where I earned my call sign. My call sign was Dread, because the way Panorama Apartments is set up, there's certain blocks where if you were in there, yep buddy, that's it. Where if you get caught in there, you were in there. There was nothing that was gonna happen to get you out of there. The patrol was backup was at least 5 to 10 minutes away. You was caught. So you had to get out of there yourself, and I would walk out there, and it's like we had to start clearing the parking lot because they instituted the curfew. And I'd walk out into the lot, and I'm like, my name is Wiggins, the party's over. Everybody clear out. And the first night, everybody just looked at me like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? Sitting there with a duster and a badge and a jump holster. Somebody, and basically what happened was somebody shot at us with a 9mm. And if you ever hear a 9mm, it goes pop, pop, pop. And I sit there and it's like pop, 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 and something whizzed by me, and I didn't move because I was in shock. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was in shock. But they didn't know that. So they sit there and they shout at me, pop, 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 and I said, hell. And my partner John, he sit there, he hits the deck, and I'm still sitting there with duster, jump holster. I pull my gun out, and this dude comes out, and he's pop, pop, pop again, and I go, put it down. Boom, boom. I carried a 44. And if you ever hear a 44 go off, boom, 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 he puts his gun down. He's like, stop, just stop. And it's like, I said, get on the ground, and we put him in. I'm like, what the hell is your problem? Why are you shooting at my ass? And it's like, and he's like, you don't belong here. I go, I gotta stay here just like you do. Why don't we just make this a thing? So we sit there, and so I sit there, and we brought him in, scuffed him up, and of course the people that seen it will start telling what happened, and of course the legend of Dread became bigger than anything that I ever contributed to. And my partner would laugh, and everybody like, Dread sit there in the hood taking shots. And my partner looked at him, but no, Dread was sitting there scared shitless and just couldn't move. But that was a joke between us. So it's like we came Panorama Apartments, and we got to expand to a whole bunch of different areas. We had to fill in one. We had to fill in one time. I was in Franklin. There was an old hospital, and I'm not sure if hospitals in themselves are scary when there's people in it. When they're dead, freaking empty, they're even worse. I'm not sure how far we're gonna push up here. I need to go spin points. But this was one under construction, so half the walls were out, and basically people like to come in there. The reason we were there because people was coming in there and they like to smoke and party and stuff like this. And because of course they steal the tools, and the tools worth a lot of money, so they had to put some kind of presence there. So we said we'll step in, easy night of security, no worries. I take a break from chasing idiots any day of the week. Well, I get up in there, and you gotta understand this is Franklin, Tennessee. What's up, Chops? How you doing? Thank you, Sniz. I appreciate it. I'm an old man, and it's like the one thing I do have is stories. I've lived a very colorful life, and I've been blessed. I have been blessed. I have always wished for Ferraris and stuff like this, but I've never really hungered for a lot of things. It's like I've had a good work ethic. My dad taught me to prepare for everything. One of the games he taught me to play early on was chess. He taught me, he said, you learn how to play chess, you'll be able to think your way out of any situation that comes up. We want you to use your head, not your fist. And so I learned how to play chess pretty damn good. I'm not a pro or great at it, but I can beat the local Radio Shack machine on meetings. And basically, when these things, I know I ain't got that, so just take this out. But basically, I've been able to use my head to try and make sure that I'm not completely jammed up. Like when other people are seeing an obstacle, I'm already trying to think 2 moves ahead to a solution, and that has served me well in this way. And so, some will say preparation, others I say blessing, because coming out of Detroit, I grew up in Detroit, and there's just so many of my friends and stuff that went wrong and lost their lives, and I came up in Detroit public school systems actually intelligent and learning something. I was an artist. When I left the Detroit public school systems, instead of becoming a criminal or a thug, I joined the Marine Corps. What's bad is I joined the Marine Corps for the silliest of reasons. I believed in the whole Ma, apple pie, and the whole 9 yards. I am a patriot. Hoorah! That's all I'm gonna say. And I came out thinking I was a superhero. Funny story. When you're in the Marine Corps, you are taught that you are an elite warrior. You are the best of the best, and there is no military organization that can lift a finger to you. That is what you're taught. That is what you're indoctrinated in, and that is the God's honest truth, as I know it. When I came out, my friends, of course, they're sitting there, they're average people. We came up together and stuff. And I was a little bit brainwashed. Anybody that comes out of the service, they come out with that mentality that they are the premier warriors for the United States of America and the elite of the world. Any service, Army, Navy, Air Force, any of them come out with that brainwashing. The Marine Corps, though, takes the brainwashing to a whole different level. So I came out, I am the world's elite. There's nothing you can say to me. So my friends got to listen to this bullshit coming out of my mouth for a while. And they gathered around, and it took about 7 of them. And you gotta understand that all of my friends are my side. And so they gather around, I start talking that shit, they're like, oh, you want to test yourself? And then there's like a couple of beers in them, they got the liquid courage. So they, bring it, I'll take you out. They jumped me, and there was a fight, the end-all fight. They eventually got me, because 7 people versus 1, you're gonna get your ass whooped. And they held me down. They got a couple of good punches on me. They're like, are we done, Mr. Wiggins? Are we done? Sergeant, are we done? I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Let me up. And I promise I won't kill you all. And they're like, oh my God, this guy. Fortunately, they still saved my friends and stuff. And it's like, I had to bandage a couple of them up because some of them got really hurt. But they, like I said, they got their licks back. We gave and we took. But I wasn't talking that shit. I calmed down with them and stuff. I hope you decide to settle here. I always dubbed myself as the friendliest stream on the thing. Back in the day, I'm an old man. I'm 46 years old, so I have a long scope viewing of gaming. And basically, back in the day, what this generation misses is we used to have arcades. And arcades was not only a place that you went and game, it was a social experience. And what you do is you go in, you meet your friends, you talk, buy a bag of chips, and then you watch your favorite gamers sit there try and take a high score down. And you might even jump in on the competition, set your quarter on the machine, and boom. You sit there and you talk with your friends and you cheered everybody on, just like people do here with Twitch almost. But it was that you got that contact with other folks. And it is something that, yeah, it sucked down quarters like you wouldn't believe, and the arcade industry made a lot of money off of us gamers. But when consoles and online gaming happened, that element died and we lost that contact. It is something that's really special that I try and bring back when I do my streams and stuff. It is, I will tell you right now, I am not an elite player. I will find the silliest and ridiculous ways to die. I will make mistakes because, like I said, I'm not a pro. But I'll always want to have fun. I find gaming to be amazing. It is the only thing I can think of doing where I can turn on my machine and I can meet people from different countries and we all speak a common language. We might not can say 2 words to each other as far as the normal conversation, but we can cheer for our favorite heroes. They got him. And that is that is awesome. To me, that is awesome. And it's like, and back when I started gaming, it was T6 and a dot. I can only imagine, and back then, I couldn't even imagine graphics like this, gameplay like this. I couldn't even imagine it. And when Genesis came out, I was like, this is the epitome of graphics. And then the Dreamcast, this stuff, and it just kept getting better and better and better. In PC game, I watched PC go from vector graphics to ASCII to vector. Man, my first MMO was a MUD. It was a text-based. There was no graphics. I cut my teeth on Oregon Trail for Commodore 64. Yes, Commodore 64. My first home PC was a Timex St. Clair. Go look that one up. Thank you, I appreciate it, man. And happy Shadows Eve to you also. And I'm sitting there, so it's like you could imagine me looking at this, and all I want to do is know, and I don't see anybody, and I'm overextended, and if there's a good chance that nobody's in sight, they're all coming for me. I can almost guarantee it, but I really want to push this line. Okay, I see. And it's one of those things where I become a kid again every time I play these games, and it's like, and I got gamer ADD. I'm like, ooh, this. So when a game catches my attention, it's like there's not too many games that you can show me where I haven't seen the hook or I haven't seen something like it before. So when something captures my eye, you best believe it's something special. Like, my friends have said there, what have you been playing? Because they know I jump from game to game to game. But when they see me in like Fractured Space for weeks on end, and they're like, what are you playing, Rob? And I'm like, Fractured Space. And I miss in this narrow ass corridor. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I want out of this hole. We're heading back to the house and healing up. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And it, like I said, it's really, gaming. What happens today with gaming is everybody wants to be the elite, and the pro scene came in, and I'll tell you right now, the quickest way to ruin something is add cash. Add cash, and I guarantee you can have something really great, something really special. Add cash, and it just ruins it. It does. I wish I could invent a capsule to take everybody back to the 80s and stuff when arcades were in their heyday, and it's not like what you see at Chuck E. Cheese. What you see at Chuck E. Cheese is bullshit and kind of scary after Five Nights at Freddy. But it's like a true arcade, and it's like, come on, I had that. They need to adjust the hook on that. But they did a lot. What's going to happen is you watch a lot of people. They don't turn gaming into work, and it's never supposed to have been work. Gotcha. I'm gonna die here. Let's make no doubt about it. I'm gonna die. But we're gonna do as much damage as we can before we go. But they're gonna turn gaming into work. And gaming was never supposed to be about work. It's never been about work. It's gaming. It's about having fun. And if you, I guarantee you, if you're having fun, time is gonna fly. The hour's just gonna tick out. You're gonna look at the clock and you're like, oh crap, I gotta go to work in an hour. It's because you're having fun. But if you turn it into work, it drones on, it becomes tedious, and the hours are gonna drain, and you're gonna get burned out, and it's like, I fight that with every fiber of my being. If I'm not having fun, I'm changing up, and it's like, because I understand that I'm supposed to be having fun. Now, when I first started this channel, it was funny because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. I do a lot of guessing and feeling around, and God bless you for sticking around with me. But this is a house made by a whole lot of people coming together to help me get it right. And oh, that was vicious. That was so dang vicious. Oh, and it's constantly a work in progress. 25. So, oh yeah, okay. I don't know if you've ever been out to Japan, but if you haven't, there's some amazing arcades out there that blow your mind. Has the pleasure of visiting a few years. Oh my God, that would be, to actually go and visit over there and game over there would be like a dream come true, to be honest with you. And it's like, I would love, just love to be able to go over there and just experience their culture and gaming on their level. And it's like, and unfortunately I haven't been able to go over there or anything like that. To anyone that's just joined, how you doing? I'm Big Rob, aka the Gaming User. I appreciate you dropping by. Hope you're having a great evening. Hope I'm able to entertain you. We are having a little bit of fun. I'm just sitting there telling a few old stories, having good conversation with great people. And oh crap, that was I fat fingered that. I fat fingered that one big time. Like I said, sometimes I make mistakes, and sometimes they're silly mistakes. When I was learning to play World of Tanks, one of my viewers, he would get so, he was like a professional. Oh! How you doing? Gotcha. Come on. Bring it. Ah, come on. Ah! Close. Close. we are sitting here on the my daughter, she has just gotten she's got a full ride scholarship to EKU, so I got to give a little bit of a shout out to her. We are so proud of her right now. And my oldest daughter, she is about to go to U of L. She is at JCTC working her through her electives downtown. This is her last semester there. So it's like for the longest time, for 18 years, I've been hammering home, do the work, get me my grades, and it's like, let's get this done. And it's like now, all of my girls are kind of self-sufficient, and like I said, one of them is at EKU, and I'm like, Dad, what the hell am I supposed to do with myself? I'm kind of bored. And he's like, mission accomplished, job well done, sit back, it's over. I'm like, Dad, you gotta have some more advice. He's like, no, it's over. Mow the yard. So today, I decided, okay, I'm gonna go mow my yard. So I go out there and I get the Lord and I sit there and I come out and I go out and I look and the lawn is already mowed. And I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? And I'm like, Becky, did you go out there and mow the lawn? And she's like, no. What are the chances of that? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I know you didn't do it. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out, how did the lawn get mowed? And it turns out, come on. And turns out that our neighbor, he just got a brand new ride-on lawnmower, and he just came over and he did his lawn, and I guess he was having so much fun he came and did ours too, and I really appreciate him doing that. So I wanted to say thanks to him too. But you ought to see me out there. I'm sitting there this morning just like, who the hell randomly just drives by and does a walk? And it's like I got kind of a big yard now, so it's one of those things where it's hard to meet. Oh, come on. Oh, I can move with that. Oh, crap. This is not good. I'm going the wrong direction. Yep. Yeah, go throw yourself in it. Do it while you got the energy. Don't wait. And fully immerse yourself in it, man. Don't half-ass it. Fully immerse yourself in it. I watched my daughter go from this shy little girl who had trouble making friends. I put her in that environment, and she was just blossomed. And the funny thing about EKU, and I imagine other colleges are the same way, is my daughter's always been smart. She's always carried 3.9, 4.0 grade point average. And she is and she's always had the joy of being the smartest person in the room. But when she went to this college, everybody was the smartest person in the room. So it's like she couldn't talk over nobody. It was startling to her. It's like, Dad, I don't belong here. I go, oh, yes, you do. And what would happen is they give you tests to see where your ceiling is. They want to know what you know, where they can push you, and where they want to know what they can do with you. And so they keep giving her tests. And every week I get a call from the teachers like, sir, we gave her this test and she aced it and stuff. And I'm like, give her another test. And they're like, well, yeah, we got a couple more tests. We'll figure out where her ceiling is. And I'm like, good. And it's like, my daughter will call me up and she's like, Daddy, they keep giving me these tests and I'm tired of taking them. And I'm like, piss them off and keep passing them. And she's like, okay, Daddy, I'll pass them. And I'm like, yeah, it pisses them off when you pass them because they think they got you when they got the test. So she's playing a game going, I'm just going to piss them off and keep passing all their tests. And they keep calling me up going, well, she passed the next one. There's a next level test that we can give her. And we'll see what she can do. And I'm like, yeah, and it's like, and I'm sitting there just playing ignorant to playing both sides of the fence. Give her another test. Keep having it until you figure it out. They're like, yes, sir, we will figure this out. And I'm like, okay. And I think I'm going to screw her because they're going to put her in like this advanced math class. And she's going to be like, I'm not going to have any fun because I'm too busy studying. And I tell her all the time, How you doing, son? Whoa, we gotta get the hell up out of Dodge. We're out of here. But I tell all the time, it's like, have fun, enjoy college, enjoy it for all it's worth and stuff, but you're there to get a job. We're not there for you to have a rich and invigorating. I'm there for you to get a job, because she's got to pay for my old folks home. Both of them do. And I'm telling them, I want Wi-Fi, and I want me a nurse named Mercedes, and it's like that's going to cost them. So they got to be successful. They already missed the train on having the recording contract, so they're going to have to be smart. But no, if you get the chance to go to college, by all means, go there, enjoy, have fun. Because it is the best time you're going to have in your life. It's going to be a lot of work sometimes. But yep, how you doing? Oh, come on. Oh, we got to get out of this fire. I'm starting to get the hang of this Richter. Generally, I play range characters. For the longest time, I played range characters in this game. And the bad part is, for some reason, in this game, I can ADC. I could never ADC in, like, League of Legends. It was just, it was this mystery alchemy to me. Come on. I wish I could have got that hook. Oh, come on. He had that. He had that. One of the things I'm actually considering is one of my favorite things. I like driving. I've always loved driving. I've been fascinated by trucks and big, large vehicles. It's one of the things that just gets my geek going. And with the girls in college and stuff, first things that had to happen is with me and Becky having all this free time, we had to first figure out if we actually liked each other. And I know that sounds weird, but it's like, for your parents, for all of y'all that are younger, for your parents, all of their energy is focused on you. And I know it doesn't seem that way sometimes, but you are the buffer for everything else that goes on in that household. So all their energy goes on you. And when you go off to college and you start living your own life and stuff, your parents are like stuck there like, how you doing? Yeah, so what do we do? So me and Becky are looking at that, and you think I'm making this conversation. This is a conversation that me and Becky actually had. We kind of looked at each other. I'm like, so you want to get dinner in a movie? And it was like we were dating all over again, and we've been together for 20 years. But we had to figure out if we still liked each other after all of this. And so, but it surprise, surprise, we seem to still like each other after 20 years. I thought, and it's like for the first half of our relationship, it was like, I'm just waiting for you to leave. But you gotta understand, when me and her met, it was my partner, this is my partner's sister-in-law, by the way. And I was done with them. They hated my ex. All of them was plotting against my ex. They hated her. And so, one of the things is everybody knows that I like my car more than I like most people. And I love my cars, and I had a Mustang back then. Pro tip. Oh God, that's not good. Pro tip. If you're young and you're not married, go get your Mustang, your motorcycle, and for the love of God, do not sell them. Do not let when you meet the woman of your life, she's gonna say something stupid like, we're gonna have to get a bigger vehicle and you can sell it and get it again later. No, do not listen to her. It's a lie. Oh crap. And it is a lie. You will not get to get it later. Do not listen to this. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. The lucky move. We're not gonna make it past this one. We're gonna dip out of this before we get shot in the face. Oh yeah, that comes out tomorrow. I cannot wait to see that. I just don't know how we're gonna deal with it. And I'm loving the champions. They're there. And did you see the skeleton skin? Oh my gosh, that's how you put a skin. If you're gonna put a skin out, that's what a skin's supposed to look like. Not a little simple recolor. Just transform the character altogether. That's something I'm gonna drop. You take my money. I'm sorry. Take my money. I'm done. Oh, what are we gonna take? I'm not taking that.
Enemy inhibitor is under siege.
Get back in there. I forget why I put it in here on this build. I figured. I think it's for. It's hard to say why I put this in here. Just more energy damage, I believe. I was stacking energy damage on this guy because I put so much armor on him. I felt that he was a tank. With the free build, it's like they went all energy with him. And I'm like, you gotta understand with me, I like just a little bit of armor and protection on my characters. Even when I played like Heimerdinger, you'll hear me refer to Heimerdinger, the legacy of Heimerdinger, because Heimerdinger was my first League of Legends character. And one of the things I used to do when people couldn't figure out why I was so aggressive with him was I put a hair of armor on him. Just a little bit. Ah, come on. I don't know what it is. I gotta get the timing down on this. There's too many people over here. They're out. Oh, okay. Minion lock. Oh my god, I got minion lock. But I put a touch of armor on him and then build him whatever way, whether I was going magic damage or straight damage with him. And I play him super aggressive, and it got me through a lot of League of Legends matches and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? And there'd be people that would be beating on me, and they couldn't understand why they could beat on me. It's like just that one hair of armor. So it's a habit that I've stuck with in just about every mobile on whatever character I'm playing. It could be an ADC, and I'm gonna stick one lick of armor on it just because. And people say, oh, you're just gimping the character. No, I'm ensuring at least one last shot. And that's all. It's all about getting that one last shot of reconciliation. Yeah, Heimerdinger was a little bit broken, and then you put oh, what was that? I can't think of the Banner of Command. It is my favorite ability. You put something like a Banner of Command on him, and he becomes really, really broken late game because he could send basically what you do with Banner of Command is you make a super minion go up one lane and you push another lane, and it would split the team. It was the easiest thing you can do and nobody pays attention. And they'll sit there and like, oh, our line is pushing it. If you have that super minion in it, it will push their line all the way back to their base every single time. And we found that out when we was having bum fights. And one of the things we would do is to end the game, if we were fighting each other to a stalemate, we put Banner of Command on, make a super minion, and push the opposite line, so to force the other guy to get back to the base. When we finally was so cheesy, it worked so effectively that we stopped. We banned everybody from using Banner of Command when we were having bum fights. So when I went back into live play with League of Legends, I always carry a Banner of Command in my build, and I use it to effect. And it's like my friends will say, why are you doing that? You're just gimping your character until we win the match. And they don't understand why we win the match, and it's like almost having a automatic free push. Gotcha. There we go. How you doing? Come here. There we go. No one escapes. No one lives. How you doing, Jackal? How you doing? Welcome back. Sitting there, decided to play just a little bit of Paragon. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jackal! Jackal's one of my good friends that comes into the stream all the time. He plays Fractured Space Overwatch with me. Well, he watches me try and play Overwatch. Laughs at me. Going, Rob, you should probably try and hit somebody. If you come around the screen and stuff, I have my main games that I play, like War Thunder, World of Tanks, Fractured Space. Oh, come on. He wasn't supposed to go left. What's going on over here? Let's go over here and see what's happening over here. Gotcha! Get off of him. You with me, son. You with me. Now we getting out of here. We'll take that win and go.
Proceed to
Hoorah! That's what I'm talking about. You know what? I just thought about that. Skeleton skin does not make any sense whatsoever. Only in gaming does something like that even remotely make any kind of sense to us. Oh, not bad, not bad. One of the things I like about some of the... mouse and keyboard is always the way to go. Let's just be clear on that. But some of the newer gen games are coming out, with, especially mobile, with the Xbox 360, and as of late, Steam is putting native PlayStation 4 controller support in. And I tell you what, sometimes it's nice to sit back. One of the things I'm planning on buying is one of the little Steam boxes, so I can stream to my TV set up front without dragging my whole computer back there. Right now, I've got like a country mile of Ethernet cord running through the house. And God bless my wife, she is the only barrier to me becoming the nutty professor and having the wild hairdo and inventions cooking up in the back. She keeps it all tampered down. Keeps me stable. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the counter. She is going to be rough. The Undertow Gideon skin is what I'm talking about. I will drop money for that. And I don't even play Gideon. That's the bad part. But that is worth the money. If they keep coming out with skins that look like that, rest of the it's a fierce competition right now in the mobile universe with games like Fractured Space, Paragon, even Heroes of the Storm raised the bar. And it's like League of Legends just did their graphical upgrade, and they're already working on another graphical upgrade and a map. For the longest time, it was, here you go, take whatever we give you. Now with the competition heating up, it's good. It's good to be a gamer. It is so good to be a gamer. Now, we're heading into Brokember. We are going to see the largest release of games and a lot of sequels and stuff. And I want to play all of them, but like I said, I got to eat, and I can't walk in there to the wife and go, sorry guys, Gears of War is coming out next week. There ain't going to be no food on the table. My wife made made the huge mistake. I could care less long as the electric is paid and the cable is paid. Anything else is a luxury as far as I'm concerned. We didn't pay the cable bill, and they came up with a truck. I seen the truck. Well, I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? They're like, well, you owe this, so we're gonna have to. I looked back at the house, and all you could see is the shutters go, because she knew she forgot to pay the thing. I sat there. I'm like, here's your check right now. We don't do this. So he took the check, filed the thing, and we got it all paid up and stuff. Oh, I came in the house, and it kind of like, boom, boom, Becky. And you can hear her running through the house. I forgot. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I play Roadhog. I like hooking people. I can care less if we win the game, long as I get to hook somebody. Because it's one of the most annoying things. Especially if you want to play one of those fast, zippy characters who like running around. I especially love hooking those because they think they can get out of any situation, and they zip, 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 hook you, gotcha. And it's like, and it just takes you, or the other team, and it's like when I play Roadhog, that's kind of my game changer. It's like everybody, we could be getting pushed back against the wall. I go, okay, that's enough experimenting around. Let's go grab Roadhog. We go grab Roadhog and start hooking their key players up out of the fight, and the whole match just turns around. It's like I'll play Reinhardt in the beginning, that's because he has a shield, and I also play Paragon. And so we'll just assume, since Paragon is basically discount Overwatch. I have no other way of saying it. If you don't know if you like Overwatch, go get Paragon. It's free on Steam. You're same game practically, with just a few key differences and stuff. But for the most part, the same game. Grab that game. If you love that game, then go get a hole. But I actually, and Phil, what's up? And Phil, how you doing, my man? Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, this is Anfield. He is my hero. He is the person that came and had mercy on me when I first started streaming. He gave me my first viewers. He is an awesome guy. He is a beast at World of Tanks. He also turned me on to this new MMO. I can't think of the name of it to save my life, and I got it written down. But check out his stream. He is awesome. How you doing tonight, man? Black Desert. You're kidding me, right? It's $10 at the moment? That's what I've been waiting for. That is what I've been waiting for. It will be purchased tonight. Anfield, you're awesome. Trust me, you're awesome. Like I said, if you check out his stream, he is the consummate professional. He has fun, and he also been streaming Black Desert, an awesome MMO. It's come out of nowhere for me, and tonight, after tonight, I'm gonna have it, and that pretty much put Blade and Soul on the permanent. I was getting ready to get into Blade and Soul, and that pretty much, I've been kind of on hold looking at the game, and I think that's it. I think Blade and Soul is going to be the game. We've been looking for an MMO to add to our roster because we got a shooter, we have our MOBAs, we have more than enough MOBAs. God, we have a lot of MOBAs. I am addicted to MOBAs. And so to anyone that's just joined, I hope you're having a great evening. I hope everything's going all right for you. Happy Shadows Eve, from what I understand. Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you coming by and listening to a few stories from the old man. Makes me feel special. Hopefully we're gonna get these hooks down packed. The hitbox on these hooks is kind of small. Then again, it could be my old man reflexes kicking. This is why I don't play a lot of fast-paced shooters, because I'll be honest with you. All right, here we go. All right, boys and girls, let's do this. Let's go out there, make some friends, hit them with the chain. I remember way back when I was an officer and we were sitting there securing the premises and stuff. There was, during Halloween, like I said, I've been seeing one too many horror pictures. And I was walking through this place and they knew security guards didn't like walking this place because it was huge. And the place, if you go into old factories, there's a life to them. You can feel them. It's almost like a presence. Whoops, forgot to get some. There we go. And it's like this one place was creepy. It even came complete with a downstairs dungeon that we had to walk. The one light bulb hanging from a chain that was somehow leaking. It was horrible. And what's bad is the light always flickered and would eventually just go out. And when it goes out, you were pretty much stuck down there in the dark unless you had your mag light with you. And you always carried your mag light, otherwise you'd never get your ass out of there. You'd have to feel yourself along the wall and follow a little banister. One night, and the bad part is you were stuck in it because they released dogs outside of it, and the dogs wouldn't even let us out. And the only way that you can get out is if they called the owner or the people that was in charge of the actual dogs to let them out for them to get in. But if there's a way in, somebody will find you. And we were sitting there, like I said, we were securing the premises, and me and the other guard was in there, and we took turns basically walking the thing, and we were sitting there walking, and I kept telling him, something's wrong, I keep feeling somebody in here. And he's like, you're just spooked because of the night. I'm like, no, I'm not spooked because of the night. Come on. Night, something's wrong. And so he came out, he did his round, and he contacted, he's like, Rob, I feel what you're saying. And so we kept doing this all night. Then we sit there and the light went out in the downstairs, so we had to go down there with our mag lights and stuff. So we're searching around and stuff, and it's like, what the hell is going on? I know you feel this. We all feel this. And so as the night went on, we started calling the patrol desk. It's like, we need a car out here because something don't feel right. And you get a feeling with this kind of stuff. And it turns out that some drunk guy basically got in the building and was trying to find a place to sleep, but because we kept running patrols, he was shattering their movements through the thing. How we found him was he got down there in that downstairs thing and couldn't figure out how to get out, and the lights were out. So we had to go down there and get him. And because we heard him, and it's like, all right, we heard that. We all heard this, right? And it's like, yeah. And we paper rock scissors to see who was going to go down there to go get it. That's how you can tell how dedicated to the cause we So we went down there and go get him. And you know, of course, I lost. I'm down there and he comes running out, and it's like, we have the flashlight, and it's like, where you at? We know you're in here. Come on to me. And he comes running out at it, and he goes, oh, come on. You really want some of this action, son? I don't think so. and I'm out of mana, so we don't want none of that action either. So we're gonna go. There we go. But so we got him up out of there and stuff. And but our nerves, by the end of the night, our nerves were shot. He was like, forget this dumb stuff. Forget this dumb stuff. Also, I got to be on guard because my friends are going to try and drag me to Waverly Hills again. Every year, they try and kidnap me. And they're trying to kidnap me because Waverly Hills is an old tuberculosis sanitarium. It's here in Kentucky, and it's the most haunted place in America. And you got to understand, they sent the camera crew. They sent a radio station was out there last year, and they said, okay, this place has a legend, but I just think it's just the owners screwing around with everybody. And it's like, so they set up cameras in a couple of inconspicuous areas, and just to see what they can capture and stuff. And they figured they'd get workers talking about how they're going to screw with the new people. What they caught was 3.5 hours of some of the weirdest, creepiest sounds you ever wanted to hear, and nobody was back there because they kept an eye on it. It's like, what the hell? This place righteously deserves scariest place in America. And every year they open the place up to do ghost hunts, and I'm always, and you got to understand, I'm always down. Come on, bring it. Oh no! I'm out of mana. Come on. Now, oh my god. Oh, that was dirty. But they try and drag me off to this place, and I tell them I'm not going there. And I like ghost adventures and all that, and I'm actually wanting to do one of those hunting investigations. I just don't want to do it there because there's some places you don't fuck with. Think about this now. Look at me. I am 440 pounds. 440 pounds, 6'4". I'm not running from anything. Dog come running. I was on my walk, and big dog come running up at me. And I sat there. I looked at the dog. The dog ran up there and snapped and stuff. And I'm like, run yourself. Get the hell away from me. And the dude came out, and he's like, most people run because my dog will bite. I'm like, I bite back. But I'm not running. Whatever coming, I got to deal with. I'm not running. If you thought that I was getting ready to run, you got that mission all screwed up. So, I'm not running. But if there was a ghost, okay? There was a ghost. If you were a ghost sitting there and you seen me coming up, you'd be like, oh, you talk to the rest of your ghost friends and be like, oh, check this out. Check this. Oh, we getting him. We getting him. And he already looks scared anyway. Oh, he's good. What's funny is Taps did an investigation out there. And the whole time, the bald-headed guy kept saying he kept hearing something. The other guy said, I don't hear nothing. I think you're just going crazy. And it was bothering him. He went into the tunnels. And what the tunnels are is where they didn't want to wheel bodies out in front of families and stuff. So they had what's called the death tunnel, where they take the bodies and wheel them down these tunnels and stuff. They got in those tunnels. This was supposed to be an all-night investigation. They ended this thing an hour in. And he looked behind him. Something caught his attention. And he's like, you know what? I'm good. This place is haunted. It went. And they packed up and left. And I'm sitting there like, well, what's we going to be doing for the rest of the night? They ran reruns for the rest of the night. Screw the dumb shit. Almost. I'm getting better at it, though.
Your skill rises.
Oh, sometimes I do too. My problem is I think I can solo everything, and that's not necessarily the case. The big thing is I've done learned. The one thing is I always tell people know your role. And the one thing I've done learned about my role, in particular in gaming, is I am not Batman. But I make one hell of a Robin. Like, there are some people that can solo and bounce around and do all kinds of craziness. Come on, yep, nope, that's not. I think we fought that one to a stalemate. That is a stalemate there. He got more mana than me, so we gonna leave it. I can catch him again. And that was it for my mana burst. That was it. Here he comes. Come on, take the bait, take the bait. He let me go. He let me go. I wouldn't have let me go, but he let me go.
Tower destroyed.
Here in Kentucky, we have a lot of haunted properties, and I would love to do them. There was another one, and that they took place here, and this guy, he was my size, okay? And they did it in Waverly Hills, and you went in there and you did challenges and stuff, and he took every challenge like a champ. He's like, I ain't worried about it, and it was like, I guess the producers said he kind of went through this a little bit easy, and we want to make the show interesting. So we're going to send him up to the third floor, and if he can do the challenge on the third floor, he goes up there, stays for an hour, and then comes back down with something that's up there, then he'll get an extra amount of money. So he said, yeah, I'll go up there and do it, no worries and stuff. So he went up there, and he had the little cameras, you know, those little self, the camera that pointed at himself and then pointed forward and stuff. And he's up there blundering around, and then he sees something. And you can tell he sees something. He's like, and you hear him say, y'all need to stop on fucking around like that. And it's like, and they on the radio going, there's nobody up there with you, man. Now, I don't know what he's seen, okay? But he was walking, and he found the object. He sat in the room for an hour. And they like, you worried about anything? And he's like, I keep hearing somebody scuffling around, but I ain't too worried about it and stuff, as long as they don't mess with me. And they said that there's nobody up there, and you can hear the directors and stuff in the back going, who the hell is up there? There's nobody fucking up there. And so they get up, they sit there and they go on, and it's like he's on his way down with the stuff. And he got the little item, and he's on his way down, easy money, and he's sitting there, and he turns around again, and when he turns around again, something scares the living hell out of this guy, because I'm telling you, no joke, he ran. This man ran, tearing. He hit the stairs, and you gotta understand, he's monster. Come on, oh come on. That's a cheesy thing. That is so cheesy. But he ran, tearing. He told the camera. He drug the camera off. You could see the camera bouncing around on the thing. He was hauling, but he dropped whatever it was. He didn't stop at the producer. He ran past the producer, out the door to one of the vehicles, and that's where they called him at. And they're like, what the heck is going on? He's like, that was a such and such $1,000 camera you just tore up with. He's like, I'm not going back in there, and you can send me my money. He was done. I would like to know, and they went back over the tape, but they never could figure out what he was hearing or what he was seeing or anything. And I don't know the validity of it, but whatever it was scared the living hell out of him. Our teammates are always on the ghetto black. Welcome to MOBA 2016. Trust me, I one of the things I preach all the time is with games like these, the name of the game is knock the towers down. If you're not knocking towers down, you're not playing this game right. And it's like a lot of times these guys, if they're winning, they start playing Call of Duty, or they start wanting to rack up kills. And I'm like, if you want to play rack the kills up, play Overwatch, play Call of Duty. This game is knock the dang towers down. The quicker you knock them down, sooner you can get out and into your next game. But the minute you start playing Call of Duty, you give the other team time to defend and catch back up. Gonna try and gank. Seems like it's the proper thing to do. Ah, come on. Got him. Everybody loves a good game. Ah! We need more mana.
Allied tower is under attack. Allied tower destroyed.
At least somebody put that rumor out there that that's what happened. And I'm sitting there. Sometimes I've done sit and watch games go on and on and on. And they're like, what are y'all doing? There's no prize for this.
An allied tower is under attack.
Oh, no, we can't do that. But we can do this. Okay.
An allied tower destroyed.
Where do we lose an allied tower at? Good lord. Think on my watch, I probably let that go.
Allied tower is under attack.
Some of the, oh my god, oh no. He's got to go, he's got to go. Are you serious right now? Oh my god, that is so ghetto. And he just saunters off. Get him, boys. I'm gonna push this lane back. No, but some of these guys, one of the reasons I left League of Legends was because of the toxicity in the community. And this game is still new, so it hasn't reached League of Legends toxicity yet, but it's gonna get there. It always does. Smite used to be fun until the people that were banned from League of Legends for being too toxic showed up there. These people are like, oh, I got to do this, and they get so mad. I watched some of the streams, they get so angry, and it's like, guys, it's a gimme. And it's like, and they're playing this thing like they're in the world championship, and they're playing for the turf house, and their job is on the line. That's how they're playing this game 24/7. And I understand that intensity breeds better play and stuff, and that's all fine and dandy, but you can't maintain that level of intensity ever. You better recognize, son. You don't just idly walk up on a brother. I got chains built into my body. Do you not see I've got chains built in? Oh, what is going on here? Okay. Oh, come on. I'm gonna die here. All we can do is keep swinging. Ah. To anyone that's just joined the game, how you doing tonight? I'm Big Rob, aka Gaming Geezer. Appreciate you dropping by. Hope you're having fun. Hope I'm able to entertain you a little bit. But whatever it is, I hope you're having a great morning, or evening, depending on what side of the world you're on.
An allied tower is under attack.
We have a couple of movies that's getting ready to come out. I want to see that new Ouija that came out. The last movie we seen that was kind of intense was Don't Breathe. If you haven't seen that, it is a crazy ride. It takes this dark turn halfway through but the problem is, the biggest problem with the movie that I had is there's nobody that was lovable in the nobody that was lovable in the movie. You couldn't cheer for anybody. It was that was kind of the sad thing about it. You couldn't cheer for nobody in this movie. Everybody sucked. But you tried to halfway get sympathetic at the end, but then there was just a whole lot of, oh, what the hell? How did this even happen moments. Come on, bring it. At some point, I want this tower down. Once we get this tower down, I feel a little bit more comfortable about grouping up. But I have a sneaky suspicion they're not gonna let me get that far in. Oh yeah. My thing is you couldn't really cheer, you couldn't root for nobody in the dang movie the whole time, and then you find yourself halfway through the movie rooting for the old guy, and then the old guy has issues, and you're like, kind of like, oh. there was just nobody to root for in that movie, and I'll be honest with you, my favorite character in the whole movie was the dog. I was cheering for the dog. It is good. You will cheer for the dog. I'm not going to give away anything, but you will cheer for the dog in the movie. The dog is a hero. The dog is a savage in the movie. It really is. Come on, baby. I just need one more hit. Thank you. Oh, crap. Oh, man. That, no. I won that fight, about to celebrate, and here comes Tubo ready to whoop my ass. And I've been in fights like that, too. Living in Detroit, that's really how fights happen. You might get the first one, but the others are coming for you. There's no fair fight. When I came out of the Marine Corps, there was this guy. His name was Dwayne Wigfall. And God bless him. Now, back then, he tortured me when I was a kid. He stole my lunch money from first grade to high school. He just utterly and completely tortured me. Stole my girlfriend. Just made life miserable. Toward the teachers were so tired of us, the Anakins, because he was into the gangbanging thing, and his crew would come and they'd mess with me hard. And they got to a point where they got tired of messing with me, and it's like, put a bullet in him or leave him the hell alone. But he just light tortured me. It was just his thing. And I'm sitting there, and it was like, and I was exhausted, parents exhausted, teachers exhausted. Towards the end of my senior, was it junior year, when the last times we got into it, this was a vicious fight. And the teachers kind of was slow walking. They knew the fight was going to happen. They kind of stood in front of the door and let this fight happen. We got into it and we tore that classroom up. And at that time, I was in my wrestling phase. So I fought like I was a professional wrestler. And I didn't realize that you can't hit people in the head with chairs. But that's what I did. Anything and everything went flying in that class. I threw him into the blackboard. We fought, and I came out with a broken hand, cracked rib, black eye. He came out much, much worse. He had several broken ribs. I think I fractured his foot or something like that. I'm not sure how I did that. He had concussion and multiple contusions all over. It was really bad. And it was like heads rolled for that one. I ain't gonna lie to you, heads rolled for that fight. Fast forward, we got into it. He's like, you know what, this ain't over. After school, we coming for you. After school, he came for me, and we fought again, and I was able to get him off. And it was like, I told Mom, I can't do this. This man's gonna kill me. This boy's gonna kill me. So, fast forward, I finished up my schooling in Tennessee, at Riverdale, and decided to go to the Corps. And when I went to the Corps, when I came out, I was the healthiest I'd ever been. Stronger than I was a Superman. I had that training now. That I went after it. I didn't stop until my mom knew. Everybody and their mom knew that I wasn't going to stop until I got a rental car and headed to Detroit. And he was in the same spot that I left him. And that's the funny thing about me. That sometimes you leave people and you think they're going to be someplace different, and you come back and in the same spot, talking the same mess, doing the same silliness. And what's bad is when I caught him, he was bullying some other high school as a grown ass. Oh, I seen him. I was in my dress blue. And I didn't realize at the time there was a police officer watching this whole little horrific soap opera play out. And they're going to come around and whoop my ass. Looks like they're busy. So let's go take this while they're busy. But I sit there and I chase him. He's running. And, oh, here he comes. Crap. Doing the Peter Griffin, doing the neutron dance. Ah, crap. I gotta get the hell out of here. I'm not gonna get out of here. Dang it. I just got caught. That's all that was. But how you doing, Bark? 76, how you doing? Batman Forever, how you doing? Welcome to the street. I sit there and I'm chasing this kid, and I'm sitting there, I'm behind him, and he's running and huffing and puffing and looking like I can run a country mile and not break a sweat. I used to be healthy, believe it or not. And I'm sitting there chasing him behind, and finally he just gives up and he stops, and he's like, "Man, what do you want? Who are you?" And I'm like, "My name's Rob." You remember full well who I am. And it's like, and then I looked at, and I had every intention of just beating the crap out of this poor guy. And I looked at him and I'm like, "You tortured me in high school. What the hell, man?" He's like, "Dude, I was off on some crazy stuff in high school." And we talked for a minute. And I realized that it wasn't worth it. I let him be. And I ended up stealing his girlfriend, though. His girlfriend went home with me. The cop stops me and he goes, "I seen your little scene out there and this stuff. I didn't know how it was going to play out." And I told him, in all honesty, I didn't know how it was going to play out either. He's like, "You're going to be all right." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I am all right." And I hope he gets his life straight. But it's one of the things that I took from me is, and I hope I've been instilled in my kids, is don't stay stagnant. Lord God, go and figure out, like right now, our house is paid off and everything, and I've done left the house to the girls in case something happens to me. But I pray, it is my deepest wish that they figure out what is beyond our neighborhood and live just a little bit. That's the one thing the Marine Corps gave me, is I have a sense of the world, and I hope that I hope they inherit that explorer instinct that I have. Because sometimes I just want to see what's down the street. If I've never been there before, I want to see what's down. We have roads that people have lived there their entire life, and they can't tell you what is beyond the Walmart. They couldn't tell you what the heck is going on in that area beyond the local Walmart. There's a Walmart down there, and I guess the world just drops off. I have never been comfortable with that. I want to know I'm always constantly expanding my borders, trying to figure out what's next. Because this world, here he comes. I've seen him this time. Sorry, kid, you're not gonna catch me this time. Never gonna get me. Oh! Okay, maybe you will. Laser whip. I guess he thought better of that fight. If you in a fight and someone breaks out a laser whip, you might want to back up. Just one of those things.
Enemy killing spree.
I'm gonna get with the group now. I didn't try to push that lane twice and ain't successfully did it. So we're gonna get with the group and push with them if there's a group left over. Hey, I was young, so everything was all fair in love and war. And he stole enough of my stuff. And consider that payback for my milk money that he took. Like I said, now I've done gotten old. Gray hairs are inbound. That has been the unrelenting war the last few years, is the gray hairs. And I'm like, good God. I will accept a lot of things. I am not going to accept gray. And my gray hairs aren't coming in the fashionable sense, you know, like Tony Stark, where it wisps on the side, or that Romney look, where it's been cultivated, where it looks perfect. No, my gray hairs just show up out of nowhere as a beacon to young females. Stay away. It's over for this one. He's no longer in your. I've been getting to that age where little old women walk up to me because they feel secure and want me to protect them from the young guys that are sitting at the end of the aisle. And I'm like, really? Really? You just, really? Damn. We was at my old house. I used to live in the hood. And one of the things that would happen, and it would scare the girls when they were babies, is they'd have the music with the bass going doom, 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 doom. And it's like they're not supposed to be out there, and they were in front of my house. And they would scare my girls. My girls think there's a monster rumbling under the bed. And I'm like, no. And I walked out there one day, and I'm sitting there like, turn all that damn noise off. You're keeping up my kids. Go home and get off my lawn. And they looked at me. And I just kind of hung my head a little bit. And I was just like, I've become that guy, haven't I? And the dude walked up, dude, I'm sorry. Like that. And he turned the music down, guys. We disturbing his sleep. And I'm like, I'm that guy. It was a sad moment. One of the dudes came up, he gave me a fist bump. It's alright. It's alright. Old creeps up on you. That's all I'm saying. Live life while you able to. Regret nothing. Because at some point, you're going to be like me. And you're going to have to tell the story of your life. And you better have some interesting stories to tell. Or people are just going to look at you like, what the hell? And that's the whole thing with, everybody says, at the end of your life, they review your life and stuff. And it's like, it's not really a review of your life to see if you did wrong stuff or good stuff. That's not what that's not what the good Lord's looking for. Old St. Peter, the good Lord, are just looking to see if you done had some interesting if you show up in your box, it's time to put you 6 feet under, and you're in your box, and your body is in pristine condition, healthy, and no, that's not what was supposed to happen. You messed up. That's not how you're supposed to live. You're supposed to have some scars, a few wrinkles, something to show you lived a little. Yep, son, that's it. Yeah. What, did you think this was gonna be a street fight? That's really what they're like. I have given you life. What have you done with it? Entertain me. And if you have some great stories that you would, I want to go sliding into when it's time for me to go, I'm gonna be like power sliding into my car, like, God, I need the rest. And then when I get to heaven, I'm like, can I go back and do this shit again? There's a couple of things I've been. No, son. Laser whip? Oh, come on. Seriously? Seriously? Oh my God. Come on in. Oh my God.
The Allied core has been attacked.
You still my girl. You still my milk. I'm gonna steal your girl. That's how it is. I hate surrender in games. I hate it when people surrender in games. Because we was actually having some good fights. We was behind. But we could have pulled that one out. Oh my goodness. I just looked at the clock. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, that's what I told you about. When you're having fun, it is freaking awesome. It is freaking awesome. Oh yeah. Becoming old is like a gift and a curse. It's like a dual-edged sword because it's like you get to a point where you get all your crap together and your body literally starts falling the fuck apart. It's like a roulette wheel of what can go wrong with you now, and it's always gonna be something silly. Like I got diabetes. It's like the most ridiculous of diseases you can catch. It's like if you don't eat enough, you're going to get sick and die. If you eat too much, you're going to get sick and die. You bounce between being hyperglycemic and hypoglycemic, where you haven't eaten enough or you're eating too much, and then the medicine that they give you is going to bloat you, so no matter how much exercise you do, guess what? It's not going to help. You're going to look like you ain't did it. Here's the thing. I was tilting the scale several years. I'm on my 3rd heart attack. Because I got to a point where I thought, you know what? I've got my house, kids. I got my house, 2.5 kids. Dog, I'm living the American dream. Hell, I even got the little white picket fence. I've done earned the right to be fat, dirty, and happy. And I thought, and I lived that dream. And I said, yep, I have earned the right to be fat, dirty, and happy. And my body said, nope, no you haven't. And then let me introduce you to Mr. Hart. And Mr. Hart said, oh, you think you're going to do this to me? And that's like heart attack. The last one I got up from, it was out for 7 days, and I righteously earned my toe tag. And I sat there. When I woke up, there was a bunch of interns around me and one doctor or somebody that was in charge, and he was writing notes, and one of the interns to my left, I'm looking up, and she looks at me, and she goes, I think he's awake. And he goes, he's been out for a week. He's done. Stick a fork in him. And she looks at me again, and I blink, and she goes, no, I think he's awake. And he doesn't look very happy, because I'm sitting there like, what the hell is this doc talking about? I'm done. And I couldn't talk because they had something in my mouth and stuff. And I'm sitting there, and it's just like, and he goes, you students always think y'all are the next house. I'm telling you, he's just having a reaction. He's done. And I remember him looking over, and he sighs real hard. He shines a light in my eye. And I blink. And I look at him, and I'm like, and I give him just the meanest scowl I can manage, or at least in my head, I thought I gave him a mean scowl. And he jumps back. And I'm sitting there, and I look at him all surprised and stuff. And he goes, oh, crap. And he goes, stay with him. And he goes running out the room. And he goes to get my doc. Well, I'm kind of in and out, and when I came back, they done got the crap out of my mouth, and my doc is sitting behind the bed. And I'm like, how long has I been out? And she goes, don't worry about that. We're going to get you better. At that time, I was tilting the scales at about 720-something pounds. 720 pounds. I am 440 to date. I have literally lost 2 human beings, and I am still... And I tease my doc about this. I lift weights, I exercise. I don't diet. At least I don't call it a diet. What I do is I take whatever plate looks normal to me, and I take half of it and I slide it off. I eat what I want, because they came in with this thing. There was these little rice patties with a little stick of butter on it and a dab of Nutella. And this was what I was supposed to eat, a heart-healthy diet. And I'm sitting in the hospital, and the doc says, this is going to be your meal plan. And he thought, I'm looking at this, and I hit it on the side of the table, and it went tink, tink, tink. And I'm like, listen, y'all might as well get my pine wood box. If you expect me to eat like this, y'all might as well strap me back into the machine. I'm done. Get the pine wood box. I'm not eating like this. Somebody get me some food. The nurse falls out laughing. The doc looking at me like truly disturbed, because he's like, do you not understand that you were gone and we didn't expect you to... I'm like, I understand that. It's just that I'm not eating like that. So you better come up with a different plan. And so for the last few years, since about, damn, 2011, I believe, 2009 actually, 2009. We've been fighting our way back to righteousness where we can move, talk. Hell, last year I was still on a stick hobbling around on a cane, and and now we actually keep the cane as decoration to remind us anytime we start getting lazy and don't want to go to the gym that we can be back on that cane really damn easy. A dab of Nutella. I appreciate that, but on that same token, it's kind of my fault that I got to that position because, like I said, I kind of gave up. And it's like, now I am aware I am back in the saddle, and it's like, and I look at the damage that I've caused myself, and sometimes it hurts me, but it's like I use that hurt as fuel to say, it ain't gonna happen again. You got me once. This ain't gonna happen again. This is a one and done type deal. And so we keep hammering, and it's like, some days we fail. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some days we fail. Thanksgiving, that's not we're not even gonna call Thanksgiving a fail that's coming up. Thanksgiving is a planned vacation from the usual crap. We're gonna put some pounds on. My doc knows this. She's like, I'm not even gonna talk to you till after the holidays. And I'm like, thank you. That'll save us both a lot of long speeches and crap that I'm not gonna listen to. I've been good all year. I'm going to eat on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Let's not even go there with each other, okay? I tried to get him. He's trying to get me. He has a better chance of doing it.
Enemy has been slain.
Come on. Come on. Ah, come on. We're gonna call this one, go back and get some help. So it is like, the thing about it is when I was not able to work and stuff, they told me I was done. And so I sit there and I'm sitting here, and it's like I tried to go back to work. My doc is like, listen, you got to get on disability. You're done. Working is done for you. And I'm just like, no, I can't do the disability. I like working. I'm going to have to do something. It's like, no, it's over, okay? And there's no more work for you. You're done. So I was done, and I came home, and let me tell you something. It seems like a good idea when someone tells you, hey, we're going to pay you, and you're going to stay home, and you don't have to work. And that first month, I was like, okay, this ain't bad. And I did what everybody else does. I sat around, and I'm like, okay. Then the second month, I'm sitting there, and it's like I started doing stuff around the house. I started fixing everything. I drove Becky crazy because that table looks like it's a little off edge. I'm gonna fix it, and everything needed fixing. And she was just like, "If you don't get out my damn kitchen, I swear to God." I think I tore up the microwave. I had to buy a new microwave. And by the third month, I'm in the doctor's office crying, "Please let me go back to work. I'm dying here." Boredom will kill you quicker than any ailment or disease that you might have. Boredom will take you out quicker than any of that. Oh yeah! We got it! We're getting the hang of it. We're getting the hang of the hook. You're not sure how to stream? Basically, if you got a good computer and a decent internet, what you need to download is something called XSplit. There's a lot of tutorials online for it, and I'm telling you, there's plenty if you need help setting it up, I can help you set it up and stuff. But you basically get your stream key and you get everything logged in, and it's really simple. It's not that hard. And if you need help, at some point I'll bring you in my Discord channel and I'll help you set it up. I love streaming. It has literally saved my life, because, like I said, I was bored to tears, and I was like, to have all this knowledge and to be able to do all kinds of crap and no outlet is insane. Pure, unadulterated insanity. Whoa, that was cool. I don't know how he did that, but that was very freaking cool. Can we release him again? Oh, that is so cool. Nice. That ability is very nice. Will he take the bait? Nah. Yeah, give me a minute, because I gotta go grab it outside of the game, but give me a minute and I'll grab that for you. What's up, Rambo Drill? Long time no see, brother. Long time no see. How you doing? Yeah, for a while I wasn't able to stream. I was taking care of a young lady that stayed with us for a while, and everything kind of turned sideways. Ended up having to work. I was trying to it's hard taking care of your household and then taking care of someone else. And I didn't mind. I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't mind, but it all turned sideways because she was 24. She had her own ideas of what she wanted, going on 25, had her own ideas of what she's gonna do, and I have rules in my house. And it's like my house wasn't the honeycomb hive. So we clashed a little bit. I demanded my daughters work hard. They go to school. I demanded that she go to work and go to school, and she didn't want to do it. I'm like, if you're not going to work and go to school, then you got to help out around the house. And when I didn't get to help around the house, things kind of went sideways. And it took a lot out of me. And I'll be honest with you, hurt my heart to send her up out of here. But if there ain't no communication, then there's got to be a consequence. And it was one of those things she had gotten in her head that I just wasn't going to do nothing to her because I cared for her. But I made sure she was all right. I talked to her family before. Now everybody hates my guts right now because I had to put her out. But it was like I'm not going to keep paying. Like I said, I don't mind. I don't mind paying when there's some effort being, but when there's no effort, I had to pull the plug on the whole thing. But I'm glad but now that the house is just me, Becky's again, and we have time to stream, we have money in our pocket, so everything's all right. And ironic part is she went with her grandparent and she's got a job also, and she's safe, which is all I ever wanted. Was you can't just not. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, yeah. And like I said, it went sideways. Ways hard. When I say it, I'm giving you the Cliff Note version of it went really sideways. Oh, okay, let me see.
Your skill rises.
But it's like there's some conversations that can only be had with the family. Let me see something real quick. there's that Discord information you asked for. And we do not know what happened to the sound, but we'll fix that later. But back to the game. Ever so often, YouTube just takes a crap on everything. Stand by. Yeah, Twitch. Right now, YouTube is going run screwy. I'll have to fix it after this match. It'll take me way too long to fix it. No problem. Like I said, basically it's download a copy of XSplit Broadcaster. It's free now, or you can get OBS. I've been having trouble with OBS, which is why I jumped to XSplit. And if you're going to be streaming seriously for any length of time, you really need an XSplit account, because they have all the tools you need kind of ready-made to do whatever you're going to do. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh, come on.
Enemy tower is under attack. An allied tower is under attack. An allied tower is under attack.
Here we go. I think it's Wusa. I believe it's Wusa. I didn't name this. Poldar named it. We had a group. One of our old groups. We was on TeamSpeak. It was a lot wilder than what you see here and now. And it was like, and not everybody was happy that I turned into a streamer. That was another thing that was a big problem. I said I wanted to stream. There was some people that were like, that's cool. There was other people that was like, I ain't trying to hear all that crap. I just come here to game. I don't want to hear you yammering away on the stream. And I was like, well, you ain't paying the bill, so whatever. And so it was a little bit active. We'll leave it at it was active. And that's the word we use, active. And and so when we got the Discord channel, Poldar introduced us to Discord when we had to change channels because TeamSpeak was getting hacked every week. So we called it Wusa. Oh hell no. We're not bouncing through the woods by ourselves with that.
An allied tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're pushing up our center. This is going to end badly. Come on, come on, come on.
Tower is under attack.
We're not going to be able to save it. gonna have to do is breathe on that tower once, and it's gonna go down.
An enemy tower is under attack.
Come on.
An allied tower
We're
is
heading
under
back for a
attack.
second. Let me see if I can do this real quick. We're see if we can do this real quick. We could not get that to work either. Something's going wrong with the browser. Oh. Gonna have to live without it for just a second.
An enemy has been slain.
This is just telling me we're gonna have to get a dedicated music
An
player.
enemy has been slain. An enemy tower is under attack. An allied tower destroyed.
Sometimes YouTube, oh crap. Sometimes YouTube craps out on me, and I hate it because it's so hard to get it fixed, and it doesn't do it in a convenient time. It always craps out in the middle of a game. Oh. Let me take this tower. Nope. Guess not. I love that little spike ability because it just stops any push or momentum that you have. It stops it right off the bat.
Enemy tower is under attack.
Here we go. Let me see something real quick. Settings.
An enemy has been slain. An allied tower destroyed.
That's the one that you just had to breathe on. He came and got that. I don't blame him. I would have came and got that too. I was hoping he wanted to fight on top of the mountain. You take it easy, Batman. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I will do my best, brother. I will do my best. Let's roll. I know one of the things that's going on right now, Halloween is coming up. It's the end of, basically the warmth is disappearing. It's the last hoorah for the summer. Just be careful at the parties and stuff. Everybody wants to go out, have a little fun, have that last hoorah. Oh, I missed it! Oh my God, I can't believe I missed it. Oh, that was epic, and I got the hook. Morning! How you doing this morning? But be careful out there because, like I said, it's the start of crazy season, and everybody's filling themselves up with some of that liquid courage. And it's like I want to see everybody get a come up out of this safe, because there's still more partying to do. Because right after that, we got right after this last little Halloween celebration goes off, it's the start of the Thanksgiving season and shopping season, and crazy season will truly be up on us then. And people go crazy this time of the year, and I'm sitting there, we're gonna have a new Walmart literally opening up a couple of blocks from our house. Absolutely crazy. Oh, they whooped my ass. Holy crap. Right now, our team is all over the place. There is literally no focus anywhere.
Enemy tower is under attack.
All right. Let's travel. There ain't gonna be much sharpness out of now. Go. Come on. 3 seconds.
Enemy has been slain.
Ah, come on. Yeah, you don't want to do that, son.
Allied tower destroyed.
Hope everything's going all right this morning for you, man. We've been streaming Paragon tonight. Figured we'd jump back into it because we hadn't we've been drifting away from it because Fractured Space came out, and that's been captured my attention. I absolutely love the game. It's also a free to play on Steam right now, If you get it, 2 games. Basically, there's 3 games that I've been cycling through hardcore. It has been Paladins, Paragon. Paragon is available with on the Unreal, whatever their website is. But Paragon, Paladins, and Fractured Space. Fractured Space and Paladins are available on Steam right now for free, and I insist that you go out there and give them a try. Fantastic games, and if you find you liking Paladins a lot, then drop the ducks for Overwatch, because you'll love Overwatch. They basically cut from the discount. Paladins is basically discount and free version of Overwatch. That's the best way, excuse me, that I can describe it. Let's see if we can get Owl's watch. He's hanging over there by himself. Come along. Oh my God, I just missed it. Oh, that would have been epic. We got incoming. Where's he at? No, I seen him. Swore I seen him.
Enemy has been slain.
Oh shit. Alright, guys. Oh my God. Yeah, where we at? Where we at? There we go. I need another. There's another music player. I can't think of it. It's not Pandora. Spotify? Is that what it is? I can't think of the name of it. It saved my life. I'm getting better with the hook stuff. That's a good thing. Oh crap. Come on, 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 come on.
Enemy has been slain.
We got our man out of there. Let's heal up. Oh, good grief. Let's see where this goes. We're en route. We're en route. Hang in there, JC. I do not know what's...
Killing spree.
Holy hell! Okay. Oh, this thing shot a laser at me. Hell! Are you serious right now? Thing shot a freaking laser. One of the things I'm waiting for is they got the new map. The new map is going to be about 30% smaller. Ah! I'm actually kind of glad I didn't hook him. All of my stuff is on cooldown. If I would have hooked him, there wasn't nothing I can do with him anyway. This fight's a little bit uneven. Just keep it moving along. Keep it moving along. Oh, you piece of crap. How you doing? I bet you were probably thinking to yourself that this is not how this fight was supposed to end. Oh shit. I'm not giving him a double. We're out of here. We are running for our lives. We're not giving up a double. I swear if he comes up over this hill and kills me, I'm going to be pissed as hell. You might see a controller hit the, hit the thing. I swear you might see a controller hit the thing. Alright guys, we need a plan to end this.
Power grows.
Overextended, over. Oh, dang it. Way overextended. Get him, get him, get him. That is... I am out of mana. Come on. Breezy Leo, how you doing tonight, man? Hope you're having a good morning. Anybody that just joined, how you doing today? Hope everything's going all right for you. I'm Big Rob, aka the Gaming Geeks, and I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're having a great time. We've been having fun here tonight, jabbing the jaw. My music player just crapped to bed. I was using YouTube. I'm not sure what happened to it. It's in an error mode right now. And I'm in the middle of a game, so I wasn't able to fix it. So I apologize about that. But, so we're going a little bit without the music right now. And unfortunately, this game hasn't gotten the in-game music yet. At least none that I can find. Oh, come on. Oh, crap. That was not good. That was not a good fight at all. Serendipity, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Hope you're enjoying yourself. We've been sitting there playing a little bit of Paragon, jabbing the jaw, just talking, just telling a few stories. We had a couple of incidents that happened earlier today. I told everybody earlier, and I'll tell them again. But we were sitting there at the stoplight. We've been having trouble in Louisville with clowns. And we done had some creepy ass sightings of these clowns. The first time I seen them was a couple of weeks ago. I came and I told everybody there was this one clown that was sitting in the corner by the mall. And it was just staring at me. And it was creepy. So I drove past it and it was staring at me the whole way while I was going down the road. It kind of freaked me out. I come back by, and I guess the police came and got him and shoot him away. Tonight, I had another incident, two incidents with clowns. First, it was like a little kid dressed in this creepy-ass clown outfit. This was like a professional clown makeup job. This wasn't like no little toss it in. Their parents put some effort and cash into this bad boy. And it's like I'm sitting there, I'm delivering the pizzas, I walk up on the porch, and I deliver the pizza, and I come down, and he comes running out the backyard, doesn't say anything to me, just runs right at me and stuff. And I catch him, and I'm like, whoa, don't do that. You don't really want to do that and stuff. And I'm sitting there, and it's like, just kind of freaked me out. The second one was with a grown-ass person, and it was a little bit more serious. Basically, what happened was we was at the stoplight, we seen the clown, and the clown was sitting there staring, and I was like, ugh, like that. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, but I ain't think nothing of it. I'm like, okay, creepy ass clown, it'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? And so we sitting there, and all of a sudden, I didn't even see him come up to the car. He jumps in I hear my car door, and I look over, and he jumps in my car, and he sits there staring out the window. And then a couple of seconds, I'm sitting there, I look, and then he just turns his head and looks at me real fast and scares the piss out of me. And all I could think to do was I right called him, BAM! Hit him as hard as I can, then hit my door and shoved him out the door. But fortunately, the police was behind me, and they seen what happened. And they came and they grabbed him up, and the officer's like, sir, are you all right? I'm like, I'm fine and stuff. What the hell, man? And it's like, yeah, we got him. They cuffed him up, and I'm like, can I talk to him? I'm just trying to get the officer to let me talk to him. Because I just wanted to know what in the world possessed this kid to... It was probably a prank. I don't think he was going to carjack me or anything. But it was one of those things where it was utterly... If I was anybody else, it could have went completely wrong. So that was a really weird... Oh, snap. You don't want to go toe-to-toe with the electric chain guy, okay? I'm wearing tires and shoulder pads. They're all gonna heal up, and we're just gonna come back. But that's basically what was happening today. Just one of those weird days. It's Halloween, and everybody's got that Halloween spirit. But damn, it's one of those things where you can't be doing that to people. It's 2016, and if it was anybody else, he would have got shot. If I would have been thinking straight, he probably would have gotten shot because I had my sidearm with me. But it was just one of those things where it just 1 minute he's on the corner. I didn't even see him come up to the car. I just heard the car door, and he's sitting in my seat staring out the front window, and he does that horror movie turn and looks at me, and oh my God, my mind just went. It just, whatever common sense I had kind of floated off in the ether. Gotcha! Gotcha! But other than that, I've had a pretty decent day and stuff. Got a chance to make a little money, so we're all good. I really need to go back and heal, or I'm going to get ourselves killed is what's going to happen. 'Cause I'm a target. There we go. This game looks fantastic. Yeah, like I said, my mind. I'm not gonna lie to you. When he did that horror movie turn, my mind just went gone, and it's like all I could do was I hit him, and then I hit my door to knock, and I just shoved him out of my car. And like I said, it took a lot, and I'm telling you, a lot of effort to not like tear down the road and stuff, because I couldn't believe that he jumped in my car. And I think he was just pranking, but he took the prank just way too far. And I don't know what it is about me. And it's like a lot of people make a mistake and think that I'm an easy victim. And I don't know if I just have that friendly little face or something. I don't know what it is. But I am the last person. I'm like the human reality check when it comes to. I'll get scared, but I'm a damn Marine. Hey, we're not gonna run. If there's something that scares me, I'm gonna face it. And then run. We're gonna put on our best battle face and then run.
Enemy tower destroyed.
We had an incident. This is kind of a bad incident when we lived over in Seattle, where. Run! He is flying. Oh my God. He should not have been able to get away from all of that. You better not stand there. You stand there if you want to. But save my boy from getting drugged in. I'm actually just learning Richter. This is my first time really playing him tonight. This is really my first time playing Richter tonight. We're out of here. So nobody decides to chop me in the face.
An allied inhibitor is under attack. An allied inhibitor has been deactivated.
We've done discovered by playing Overwatch and Fractured Space that we like hooking folks. And
an enemy is unstoppable.
we need 10 points. We're gonna hold off till we get those 10. What the hell? Hoorah! That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. All right. Thank you. That was a good game. That was a very good game. All right, guys. We are it is literally 6 o'clock in the morning here in Louisville Eastern Time, which means that I got to get a little bit of shut-eye. I got to get my wife up because she's got to head on to the doctor today, which means that I got to wrap it up. I'll be back on the game at about 12:30, 1 o'clock today, noon. We'll play for a few hours. We'll probably get some Fractured Space and some either Overwatch or Paladins. I believe Paladins, though, because I need to still unlock a bunch of characters. I appreciate all of y'all coming in here and enjoying me. I wish, if y'all haven't done so already, please hit that follow, like button. Check out my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get videos up and getting that worked out. We're still very much new to the game when it comes to this, but I appreciate y'all being welcome, listening to an old man's stories. Y'all really don't know how much I enjoy doing this, and I want to continue to do this and do it better and better and better. Like I said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all be safe out there. It is crazy season. I know it's the last of the heat. Summer's dwindling away, so it's time to get the last of that partying in. But I want y'all to be safe out there, and take care of yourself so you can get back at me. All right. Like I said, we was playing Paragon tonight. We'll probably be playing Fractured Space when we come back today, and if not Fractured Space, we'll be in either Overwatch or Paladins. When you come here, like I said, I'm one of the friendliest streams on thing. Not a professional. You won't hear me talking like I'm an elite at anything. But you will see me die in all kinds of hilarious and ridiculous ways. But I have fun the whole time. I believe in that old arcade vibe. I'm an old school gamer, and I try and bring a little bit of that to Twitch. So sometime if you want to just hang out, chill, I love talking and communicating with y'all guys. And I live vicariously through y'all. And if there's a few questions that I can answer for you while entertaining you, so be it. But I'm going to get in here for y'all. See a little white woman come in here and just right cross her brother and drag me off to the bed. Thank you, Serendipity. Thank you, everybody. Guys, to the good Lord waves us in. Simplify. Y'all take care of yourselves, all right? Hoorah. Appreciate you watching all the games, guys. Take care. Thank you for watching.